Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Sunday. How was everyone's day going? Yeah, it is winter here in Michigan, and so we are together as one. Okay, it's also Lions football day, but I have to do. Let me cut my TV off so my stuff don't get flagged, child. For the thing. I'm sure I'll know who won if they win before my live ends. Okay. Again, I hope everyone's having a great weekend, child. I have been chillaxing, have not been live since Tuesday. And it's been a crazy week, okay? So y'all make sure that you always are liking the video and subscribing to the channel, okay? Comment in the comment section if you're here. Say hello. Don't be rude and come to my house and don't say hi to me, okay? If you're here, you're in my house, okay? You gotta say hello to me and other people around here, okay? But again, like, comment, share, and subscribe, okay? Now I am here. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Okay. I miss y'all. Y'all miss me. I know, Jaylee, you always say you're gonna be consistent. I was live a whole bunch the week before last. And so last week I only went live once. Because one, it wasn't that much stuff going on. I have not watched many shows. I was really, really busy at work. And Karla had a show on Friday. And so I was doing that. And then I had some doctor's appointments, child. And then yesterday, I was recuperating from hanging out at Karla's show that was on Friday. Because I don't be hanging out, child. I don't be out that late. I had to get home like 1 o'clock in the morning. But a good time was had, child. But anyway, y'all, how y'all been? How y'all doing? Okay, hello. Thank you to my moderators, to the mods, the members, subscribers, all of y'all are greatly appreciated around here. Well, I'm gonna try to put the comments up on the thing because I'll be forgetting about the comments on the thing. And so boom. So at least, you know what I'm saying, y'all can see yourself right over here in the corner for a little bit of a minute. So if you here, say hello. You on the screen, child. They can see, look, they can see you. Okay. So when you say something crazy, it's gonna show up right here. Okay, so don't be talking crazy because I'll be able to see it twice. Okay, and this is good because sometimes I'm on a different screen and I'm not in the comment screen around here, so this kind of helps me a little bit. Okay, but anyway, how y'all doing? I hope y'all are doing good. Now look, it is cold here. We got our first little snow here today, and I hate snow. Luckily, it didn't stick. It just fell down in our face, and I said, "For what and for why?" Okay, but again, hello to everyone here. I appreciate y'all. Again, I know, Jill, you be playing, you don't be coming live all the time. You be skipping stuff, but I feel like last week it was like itty bitty stuff that had went on, and I didn't care that much. And then Thursday, I was tired from work and I wanted to cuss folks out in my head from work. And I said, girl, don't go live. You're going to go live. You might cuss somebody out and you don't want to do that. Okay. That ain't what the thing to do. So, but then Friday, Karla, my best friend, had a show and I was around their child doing what best friends do. Okay. And because I am great with the camera angles and all those things, I was recording her show, her and Angela. It was an amazing time down there at Miss Eva's child. A good old time with some good old music, some good old vibes and stuff. Okay. I am not McConnell's fan. Look, child, Detroit Lions. Okay, this is my only Lions shirt I have. I'm not a sports girl, so I'm not gonna be buying a whole bunch of Lions gear. No, but again, this is me, in solidarity for my team, for my city. Okay, if you want to. Anyway, well, yeah. Okay, hi to the peoples. Hello. Look, I am sleepy too. I want a nap as well. Okay, that's why I didn't make this live too early because I was relaxing all day. I said, girl, I don't want to go live early because I want to chill out. I can go live around 5 or 6, do a little hour and a half, okay, and be done by 9. Well, no, be done by 8 because it's 6 o'clock. Okay? But yeah, we here together, and I appreciate all of y'all and stuff like that. Okay, um, the comments on screen look different. Yeah, I use StreamYard. So this is how I see stuff on my screen. So when y'all be typing stuff in, this is how it looks to me. It's just a different screen. Okay. But yeah, I think and a lot of people use different, streaming services. I just use StreamYard. Yeah, the snow is the devil. I wasn't ready. Okay, I gotta put on my Ugg boots, y'all. I have new Ugg boots every season. My Ugg boots, my coat. Okay, I gotta put winter clothes on the way, honey, and I don't like it at all. But again, today, a few things to get into. Okay, now Tamar, her sister, and K Michelle child, Diddy and his drinking. I did not put Diddy on my thumb. I been getting tired of putting Diddy on my thumbnail. So I'm like, I'll put his name in there. Don't need his picture. I just don't care. Okay. Lil Uzi Vert, his lawsuit, him and Rock Nation, the Big Sean and Iko stuff, Cardi B, Keisha Cole, River Simone, and more. Okay. Now this was a last minute thumbnail, but I'm like, oh, the colors come together. I wish I could have got somebody else in blue, but I couldn't. I may redo it and find someone else in blue to match Trina, but I just didn't think about it. Okay. But anyway, one, let me share my screen. Okay, because again, we not gonna be here for a long time. We're gonna be here for a good time. Okay, that's what matters. Because that's what I do around here. We have good time. But begin saying the word again. Because I wasn't around here on Friday, I told y'all I was at my girl show, my best friends. And so I was making content and stuff. So again, a good time was had by all child. Okay, a good old time. And then I had a little recap. Not this shouldn't get flagged. I don't think it will. again, it was a good show called Ladies Do It Better. They covered some of the great R&B songs for our men's and whatever. And I shouldn't get flagged. I shouldn't get flagged because this is they covering the songs. Okay, it's the coverage. So I told y'all, if you live in Detroit or the surrounding cities, to come on down there. Now I did. Now it was a full house. It was my best friend Karla, her girl, my friend as well, Angela Davis. Follow them both on social media, whatever. They're both solo artists, but so they're in groups and stuff. And a good time, but again, it started at 8. I didn't leave until 12 something and got home at like 1 something. Okay. I was tired. So that's why I was there Friday. And because I'm not used to being out late and getting in late, I was tired on Saturday. So look, I like music. Wow. So it could have been folk there who knew me and I didn't know because I was up front in my own little bubble. Okay. And so that. Anyway, so that's why I was not on here Friday or Saturday. But again, great time had by all and whatnot. And here I'm in today on Sunday. Okay. I am recuperated. Okay. I had a good old time, child. And you know what I'm saying? And until I think their next joint show will be, I think maybe in the new year. But they both have stuff coming up. Okay. But again, that is why I said, child, I'm tired. And then all day yesterday, I was because look, this is it. Because I am a good person. Okay. I don't be liking when artists have performances and then the people who record stuff, you know what I'm saying, look, James, you would love it, James. You would absolutely, it's a good old vibe, child. You would love it, okay? And I am, because I'm only 43, I don't like the loud, I need some real chill, real cool, real relaxed. Good little vibe, the lights down low, good drinks, good food, adult. Ain't no shenanigans going on. Ain't nobody fussing, fighting, arguing. The young niggas ain't no YNs around there. It's just adults, and a good time was had. But I don't like it when people who are artists are performing somewhere, right? And then you have either videographers or people who are recording things, and they not thinking about the performance of the artist. So whenever I go to Karla shows, I always sit up front and I always record stuff. So for both this show they had this month, they also had one. They had one last month. And for both, let me see, because that was Angela. And they both also did their own song. But I was like, let me sit up front and I record the whole thing. So I recorded, it was like a 3-hour show. They did 21 songs. Okay, they did 21 songs for the show. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna record the full show, but also I'm gonna record each individual performance. So that one, they have the content for their own social media. So because you have to be, you know what I'm saying, you gotta get the right footage. If I'm a singer and if all your footage is of the crowd, bitch, that don't help me. If I'm the singer, you supposed to get me singing. Because the only way I book more shows is if folks hear me singing. So, okay, that's what it was. But let's get into some stuff around here. Now, again, it was like a whole bunch of little itty bitty stuff that was going on, but I felt like it was also some craziness going on in the world, so we can talk about people. Now, this is a thing. I think this is like, okay, karma. Okay, it says man mistakenly perpetrated himself while running after a woman during a civil dispute. First of all, I'm not standing around arguing with nobody. That's part one. Part two is, man, why you chase her? Why would you chase her? For what? Now, I mean, did she hit you? Did she do something to you to where you felt the need to chase her? Now, first of all, just the disparity in, you know, body mass stuff. Okay. I am also a plus size woman. I'm not chasing down no itty bitty people at all. And this man, grown man, seemed to be he would be, the bigger of the two. Start walk away.
You fall like down here. Stop playing with me, baby. Stop playing with me, baby. Stop playing with me, baby.
So he tried to, well, first she was gonna square up, but in trying to chase her and pepper spray her, he pepper sprayed himself in the face. That's what you get. And I heard that pepper spray and mace burn. I've never been pepper sprayed, so I don't know. I know it burns. But first of all, your first thing is know how to spray people. Okay, you can't be spraying folk and you spray yourself. That was your mistake. Okay, that was your mistake. You are a grown, big old man, and that lady looked like a itty bitty titty community person or whatever. Ain't no need. When you chase someone down, they've already gotten away. If you're chasing them, you're the aggressor. Now, if she was walking up to you, wanting to fight, I get it. Yeah, spray her down with the mace, okay? Because no one should run up on anybody. And because again, she could be a stab person. I don't know. But sir, you had to chase her and you got. Why would you do that? Now, I don't know the details. I don't know what happened. Okay? All I know is it was sir.
You fall like down here. Stop playing with me, baby. Stop playing with me, baby. Stop playing with me, baby.
I'm also not gonna chase somebody on no platform up in the air. This is subway. If I would have failed, who gonna save me? Okay, who gonna? If you see, I've seen horror stories of folks falling down on a train track, child. The subway come and kill you. Now you up here doing shit for no fucking reason. You could trip and fall, all that. So again, don't be they laughing. You can't be chasing people down because you would end up looking dumb. And he can't see now. So again, that was dumbass number one. Okay. Now, dumbass number two. Now, I kept hearing this. I don't know who Tea Time is. Okay. I'm not a big TikToker that I do Keith Lee, the black lady who said, you got me messed up. And I do who else I watch on TikTok. That's really it. So I don't know many, big TikTok people. Now I do lives, weekly. Okay. I do record in my car sometimes driving. Okay. How y'all know when I do my car conversations, I have my shades on because when you're driving and recording, you have to focus on the road. You can't be focusing on the camera. Okay, so when I do my car conversations, that's why I'm always in shades so that y'all can't see. I ain't even looking at y'all. Okay, I'm watching the road. So Tea Time was on a live while driving and hit somebody who died.
I don't know. It was weird. Like, so, fuck.
And that was a hard hit.
Let me call you right
okay?
Oh, fuck.
What was that?
Fuck.
You okay? Being on live driving, hitting someone while being on live driving, and then admitting to it on the live for the evidence for the prosecution saying, I hit somebody. Yes, you did. And for what?
I don't know. It was weird. Like, so, fuck. Let me call you right
okay?
Oh, fuck.
What was that?
It's kids in the car. Said, what was that? What happened? One, why drive live? I don't get it. I don't get it. And the fact that you can see that she wasn't really watching the road. I was everywhere except on the road. And I'm like, look, hit this man. How old was it? It was an older man. Is his name on here, child? Well, the Illinois man has died because he was hit by a lady in the car. Okay. Now she's 43, was on the TikTok live. Okay, Darren Lucas, who's 59, child name right there. Darren Lucas, who's 59 years old, crossing the intersection in Chicago. And I'm like, you look, content is content. I get that. However, we as content creators, we have to be aware, hey, we can't be doing too much on any given Sunday. Because when you do too much on any given Sunday, it makes you the villain. Because you did not have to be driving on live. You did not have to be driving on live with kids in the car, and you hit someone and they died. Now they did say that she stayed at the scene and she didn't like do it. It was a hit and run. But her saying, "Oh fuck, I hit somebody." You know how hard it is to hit somebody. You have to be not paying attention unless someone is running and they run into your car. Unless someone is, and I doubt he was running. It's hard to hit somebody walking because you have to see them. They walking slowly. Okay, so one there's again, unless that man was running and he ran the crosswalk, I don't know, but even then you have to be attention to supposed to be paid. So I just feel bad because that man did because she was distracted. Now they did try to revive the man, but he died. Okay, she was on the scene the whole time. She's cooperating because she was on live, and it's the weird. You now have the evidence for the people. I'm suing. You killed my pop. You killed my granddad. You didn't kill somebody because you had the nerve to be on your phone, on live, talking to people, and you hit something. So again, stupidity. Now I know she has since taken out her social medias. She has like shut down her pages because again, you hit someone on live. And she probably did that because she didn't want anyone to be able to pull the footage. But the footage is around. She should really get jail. Even though that would probably be manslaughter and not murder because she didn't do it on purpose. But again, I still feel like you should get some jail time unless he darted out at night in between two cars, and that's different. But to hit someone to where they die, you probably was one driving fast and wasn't paying attention, and he was old too. But again, may he rest in peace and may she be arrested and go to jail. Okay. Now this sounds stupid. I need folks to stop being aggravated. Okay, I know time is hard. You know that dumbass man in the office is messing stuff up, but I need folks to act like they have some sense.
And tonight, Peter.
Yeah, Ben and Erica. So the owner of this store believes the suspect was emboldened to do this because of their ethnicity. He says that all of this was over that suspect not being old enough to buy Black and Milds.
Now, first of all, I am 43, and I remember being in middle school, okay, back in 1993 to 96 was when I was in middle school. And the dudes at my middle school, they would smoke Black and Milds because back then, I was smoking a cigar. Black and Milds are the worst tasting cigars ever. Okay, they should be blackballed. Okay, no one should ever want a damn Black and Mild. So even trying to buy one in 20, sir, that's your first mistake.
It starts off with the suspect coming into the Richdale on Chatham Street to buy a bag of chips. After hanging around for several minutes, he leaves. Then he comes back trying to return the chips. The clerk, unsure of what to do, calls his boss. The owner, who doesn't want to show his face, says the suspect now wants cigarillos.
And he said, show me the ID because he's looking young. As a rule, so I have to show the ID, right? He said, I don't have an ID, right? So, buddy, I don't give it to you.
The suspect gets agitated, knocking over merchandise, and then hops the counter. That's when he unleashes a violent beating. The clerk eventually brought to the ground and on his back, taking blows to the face for more than a minute.
Broken nose.
That is insane. Okay, I don't know on what green earth of the planet Earth is not. It's not worth it.
Broken legs also, because legs also twisted. And the jaw, he's trying to eat, but he can't eat right now that much.
The suspect grabbing a wooden duster off the counter and assaults the victim with that too. A few seconds later, he's able to get up and is chased around the store until the suspect eventually leaves.
What?
It's something very unacceptable, something that shouldn't be happening.
Counselor Obed Matul.
You went to the Quickie Mart, okay? You went to the Quickie Mart to get a bag of chips. Wanted to return the chips, and instead you came back and beat up the clerk because you couldn't get a cigarillo. Again, lock his ass up. He deserves jail time. Because if you can't get what you want, that does not mean that you resort to violence. And to hop the counter and pummel and beat the clerk and then chase him, girl. First of all, I'm not gonna say that. Again, the man got arrested. Okay, the man got arrested. He has he's a tribal armed robbery, assault and battery, malicious destruction of property, armed assault and battery. Again, all of it. Because for what? It's not even. Again, I look the same way I tell y'all. Dick ain't worth prison. Neither is a fucking cigar. Okay? There's the only thing worth prison time is self-defense and defending your family who is in grave danger. Okay? That's when jail time is worth it. But dick ain't worth jail time, and neither is cigars. People are stupid and dumb. Okay? We keep getting these kind of stories of this unnecessary foolishness.
The women's restroom, like I have been for months, if not years, never had any issues.
Sarah Swinson is a regular at the Tucker Reed Cofer Library. She says after she used the ladies' room on October 20th, a DeKalb police officer on hand for early voting confronted her.
He says, "Excuse me, sir," so misgendering me right away. "You're not a woman. That's obvious."
Swinson says she tried explaining to the officer that she's a transgender woman, but he got angry.
"This is a police matter. There are women and little girls in there, and I have to protect them."
She says it ended up causing a scene in the middle of the library, and she tried to de-escalate.
Finally, I just nodded, and he walked off, and I was very thankful.
The next day, she emailed library staff, who she says reached out to DeKalb County Police.
The library filed the complaint on my behalf.
There aren't any Georgia laws banning transgender people from using bathrooms aligning with their gender identity.
It has to be extremely tiring for not only trans people, but people who either don't care or do care. And then it always depends on the situation. Like when we seen that one man who was clearly a man trying to use the restroom for women at the gym, that was crazy. And in this situation, she says she trans. She said her name is Sharon. Okay, fine. For me, it feels like Caitlyn Jenner. Okay, because when I see Caitlyn, but I hear Bruce's voice, it make me think, you know what I'm saying? So Sharon has a deeper voice than most women. Sharon says she's trans, child. I don't know. But at some point, I do feel like do we need a third bathroom? Can there be a women's restroom, a men's restroom, and then a unisex restroom? So that way, just so that everyone can feel a bit safe. If you don't want to offend either side, go to the unisex. Okay, if you are trans and you feel like you might get attacked or berated with foolishness, and you use the unisex, no one can bother you. And that doesn't mean that for people who are trans, either trans men or trans women, who don't look like what they identify as. If you identify as a trans woman, but you don't look like one yet, in my opinion, you should not use the women's restroom. But I also feel you don't have to use the men's restroom if it's a unisex one right there. So, like, to me, a third bathroom option, which is a unisex bathroom, child that has a toilet and a urinal. I don't care. So that way, no one is left feeling like anyone is trying to offend or trying to get away with or trying to do whatever. Just put a third bathroom somewhere and then have a sign up that says, okay, if you are trans, there's a third option available for you in case you don't feel comfortable going to a women's or men's restroom. I don't know. Okay. I just feel like somebody has to acknowledge that there are either trans men or trans women who don't look like who they identify as. And that's cool. Okay. Because it takes time to fully grow into whoever you choose to be. But while going through the growing, okay, if you look,
DeKalb PD says
there are also many people who can attempt to say, I'm a woman, and they know damn well they are just trying to be dirty. Okay, there are those situations, but there are also situations where people are maybe just beginning their transition and they may not look like who they identify as. So to me, that's also a safer option for them. So that way no one is harassing them. But once they get all suited and booted, child, because I said before, if T.S. Madison went in the ladies' room, I wouldn't. Girl, she's a blessed lady. You know what I'm saying? I feel like how a person looks sometimes does dictate how we see them. And that may be, unfortunate that it's not so black and white. But I'm like, in a society where we have her, him, us, they, them, non-binary, there's so many different categories of who people choose to be, then we need a third bathroom. Okay? A third bathroom that says, hey, if you are not this, be other. If you are an other, cool. There's another option for you. Okay? Period. But I can get it if some folk feel like, hey, I think you over trying to be on some bullshit. The third option. And not a third option to discriminate, a third option for another option. Now, the cop harassing this lady because of how he felt, and it wasn't anyone else, saying, hey, we feel like she's not he was just on his own bullshit. The cop was on his own thing, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if she is a trans woman and that's her thing, cool. child, this get a third option, please. Just third option. There should be 3 bathrooms at every location. Okay, because I mean, would I ever use a men's bathroom? I don't think so. I don't. Because at my job, we have a women's restroom, a men's restroom, but we do have a not is we have a restroom that's just like open to the public in our building. So you know what I'm saying? But we have trans people who we have trans people in my job, we have non-binary people in my job, you know what I'm saying? And we don't have those issues. You know, so I think this is there because there are so many others. You know what I'm saying? There's so many categories. We are at a point to where it's not as simple as the men's restroom and the women's restroom because if okay. But Sharon said, leave me alone, bitch. And I said, okay, fine. Because girl, what? I heard about this story, right? The Dallas Cowboys player Marshawn Nealand, who died of an apparent suicide. He had just played in his game, had his first touchdown. But the girlfriend and the family let the police know, hey, he's somewhere having a mental situation. You know, he's armed. He has these mental issues. And unfortunately, like the police found his car. He led the police on a police chase, but the police lost him. He ended up like taking his own life. And the reason I wanted to mention is one, may he rest in peace, but his mom died last year, and people felt like he just never kind of recovered from losing his mom. And I think so many people don't understand that mental health is not something you can always see going on in people's brains. A lot of folks seem happy or don't seem either happy or sad, and they're just walking around here miserable because they're emotionally they're sad or depressed. And I think for him, you know, a young man, only 24 years old. It was his second season playing football. He was I think the second round draft pick a couple years ago and everything. It's so sad when you hear about people taking themselves out because you can't really catch it sometimes. I'm happy his girlfriend and the family was like trying to the police know, hey, something's going on here. He may, you know what I'm saying, do some things or whatever. And the police tried to intervene and they just weren't quick enough. I also feel like when Regina King spoke about her son who took his own life, and she said, you know, and I'm paraphrasing, she was saying how she misses him immensely. You know what I'm saying? However, it would be selfish for her to still want him here when he was so unhappy here, and how she realized that he made the decision to leave Earth because of how he felt. And as much as we do want to try our best to help anyone with any mental health issues, any thoughts of leaving this world, we also have to realize some people be in so much pain, them being here probably does hurt worse. You know what I'm saying? And that is so unfortunate. And that's why I always feel like once we know someone has any kind of, you know what I'm saying, issue, whatever, if we can possibly try to get them in therapy to let them know it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we don't have any idea of what's going on. They get so far into their depression, their sadness. It's hard to pull them out because you would think he's playing in the football world. He has family still here, girlfriend. Just won a game. Just had a game winning touchdown. Like you would think, okay, that's him at his highest, and still we see that it was the opposite. So a part of me also feel like, his whole life has been about football. His mom passed away before he was able to see him get into the league. And I feel like, was it that who wants to be in their dream job, but the person you wanted you to see in it isn't here? So I wondered if the high of being that successful in the game made him miss her more, and that's what he couldn't take. So it's just so sad, child. So rest in peace to Mr. Marshawn Nealand, because child, it'd be too much. If you watch Reasonable Doubt, it was approved for season 4. I cannot wait to see the finale of this season. I can't wait to see what happens next season. So if you're not watching Reasonable Doubt on Hulu, you need to. Okay, I love the show. Jax is my girl, and I can't stand Bill. I don't want to do no sports stuff just yet. Jay-Z in this sports, this pretty case. Jay-Z's a stranger. Okay. A stranger, and is he a stranger? I won't say that. This young man who has been trying to get Jay-Z to take a DNA test. They went to court all these times, child. He wanted to prove that Jay-Z was his father. Now the boy mama, I think the boy mama dead and whatnot. But the mama kept on saying that Jay-Z my dad, Jay-Z your daddy. Okay. And for the past 10 years, Jay-Z has been like, nope, I'm not doing a DNA test. I'm not, no. And at first I kept on saying, well, just take the test. But because of who he is, you don't want folk to be able to force you to give them your DNA. So a court has finally said, hey, guess what? Case dismissed after 10 years. Okay. A California judge has granted Jay-Z's motion to dismiss the case filed by Ramir Satterwaith and his legal guardian, Lily Coley. He's 30 years old now. So it says this means he can no longer file the same suit against Jay-Z or demand further DNA testing. I said before, if you say I'm your parent and I say, man, I don't care, I'm not chasing you down. I think because Jay-Z has all this money, he's rich. That was why he did it. Even looking at their pictures, he don't really look like Jay-Z. If we start saying every person with, a large nose and big lips, that boy has regular Black person features. Okay. We have seen both Blue, Sir, and Rumi. We've seen other folk in Jay-Z's family, whatever. I don't think he looked like Jay-Z like that. Does that mean Jay-Z ain't? I don't know. Ain't no test. But I feel like, let's not say, because someone has regular Black features, full lips, full nose, that's his twin. He ain't the fucking twin. He isn't. And I would not be wasting 10 years worth of time trying to force someone to say they're my daddy. Now, I know a part of it was off of him saying he felt like Jay and then was like using their powers to block this or to block that. I was like, I wouldn't care. Once I say, hey, is you my daddy? And you say, I don't care. I'm not following you around to get shit. So, I mean, some folks feel like Jay-Z was avoiding it because the girl would have been 16 at the time. And I believe Jay-Z was not 16. Okay. I think he was maybe like 18, 19, maybe 20. I'm not sure. But some folks felt like because the girl was 16, 17 when she got pregnant, Jay would not want to incriminate himself that he had sex with somebody who was under 18. Don't know. However, he don't look like Jay. He doesn't, in my opinion. And I would not want to force anyone to give, I wouldn't want anyone to force me to have to submit my DNA to a stranger. I just wouldn't. And that's just the law, So again, he can't sue again for the same thing. He can't demand any further DNA tests. So if Jay-Z is your father, you will never know. Is really, you would never know, because he said, leave me out of it. People did their sexiest man alive. Now, the white man who was on Bridgerton 1, okay, Jonathan Bailey was the sexiest man alive. Aaron Pierre came in second. I was like, bitch, what? Now, in my opinion, when you have to be scolded and molded to look sexy, that don't work. Okay. And a part of me feel like but he's a handsome white man. I'm not saying he's not a handsome Caucasian man, because he is. He is. However, bitch, Aaron Pierre, I feel like no matter what angle you see Aaron Pierre in, that man looks amazing. Okay, Aaron Pierre looked like a food you always want to eat. Okay, a sausage you just want it. So I don't know who chose the order. I don't know who picked the people. I don't know, but a part of me feel like, let me see, people's sexiest man alive 2025. I just feel like, it can be more than just him. Okay, they pick people it's always somebody different every year. I don't know who votes for it. I don't know how it happens. I don't know who else is in the runnings. Not sure. But Aaron Pierre coming in second, it feels wrong. I don't think I've ever seen a bad angle of him. And it's not even how he looks. His aura feels sexy. And again, I don't know the white man. I just know him because he's on Bridgerton and stuff like that. I don't know anything else he's been in at all. But when you compare anybody else to Aaron Pierre, I'm like, bitch, what? Second? What do you mean second? Who voted? I didn't vote. I want to vote. Because how did it happen? And I just wanted to be Aaron. Now, if Ebony Magazine or Ebony Jet, Word Up, and I don't know whoever, if any other magazine has a sexiest man alive, Jonathan, girl, Aaron Pierre needs to come in first. Okay, we all want a bite of his sausage. We do. And he talked his voice, his mannerisms. You know what I'm saying? All to me, it all reigns sexy. And I'm not judging that, and I'm not saying because he's black and the other man's white. It's not that. Just looking at them. Okay. Looking at the two men's. Okay. Looking at the two men's. The man who happened to be Caucasian looked like he's trying to look sexy. Okay. The man who was black, British, and stuff, looked like this is how I look. God was born this way, bitch. What do you want me to do? It's my face. The whole raised eyebrow. Oh, the scruffy beard. Okay, the messy hair, but the hair was done. Okay. Oh, it's a good angle. No, bitch, catch Aaron. Look, child, sexy. Okay, sexy. Okay, sexy. Who's, bitch? You hear me? Okay, stop playing. Yes, even Word Up magazine, Word Up, Right On, all of it, Okay, I'm like, bitch, what? Anyway, he my number one. Okay, forever. Stefan Diggs has confirmed, not him, but the people have. Stefan Diggs has a test done, okay, that he's now a confirmed father to this girl's baby. However, again, the baby was born, I think, in December or whatever. No, let me see when she born. No, the suit for paternity was filed in December of 2024. So again, that was a whole year ago. Okay, the child is like is an adult now. Okay, Stefan did. What's the girl name? Model was Aileen Laporia. Okay, the girl name was Charlie Harper Dick Laporia and whatnot. Now all of that happens before he got with Cardi or whatever. Because Cardi, to me, Cardi due this month. Okay, I fully feel like Cardi B is due this month. Okay. Now, Stefan, sir, I need you to start wearing condoms. Okay. I need you to stop fucking wrong. Okay. How old is Stefan Diggs? Stefan Diggs. How old is he? He's a wide receiver. He's only 31. Okay. He's only 31. So I need you to stop getting people pregnant. Okay. Let Cardi be your last baby mama. Okay. Hopefully they make it and get married, child, this whole good life. I don't know. But again, you're 31 years old. You've been throwing that all around. Left, right. Okay. Just smacking folks in the face with this dick everywhere. Okay. Stop. And hopefully he's not a deadbeat daddy. Hopefully he is, there for the child as well as he could be. I don't know. However, I just want him to stop getting people pregnant. Okay. Because I believe, this is Stephanie's kids. I believe, how many kids does he have? Okay. Per Google, it say he had 2. Oh, so okay, so the 2 kids is that he already had, and a third on the way. So Cardi is pregnant, and we think Cardi having a boy. He had a daughter named Nova, who was born in 2016. The new baby by this girl was born in April of 25. That was a couple months. That was a couple months ago. And this child with Cardi will be baby number 3. So he either has 3 kids with 3 women or maybe 4 with 4 women. Because I keep hearing there's another girl pregnant. I think that may be a rumor. So he for sure has 2 born babies and 1 on the way with Cardi. And having 3 kids by 3 women at 31. I mean, that ain't horrible, but stop. Okay, you don't need no more. Okay, lead the child, and the dick gotta be good. I don't know. Y'all remember we discussed this story before. Okay, remember we talked about the man who he put his daughter in a car so that he can go in the house and watch porn and drink and like play games, and the girl died in the car. He killed himself. Mm-hmm. He was facing charges for leaving daughter in the car, in a hot car in Arizona, okay, to watch porn and play video games and drink or whatever. Chris Schultes, he pleaded guilty to charges, but per authorities, he was about the day he was supposed to turn himself in. I mean this in all sincerity. One, so what? 2, he was a coward because my thing is, did you do that because you felt so guilty about what you did, you couldn't live with it, or did you do it because you did not want to go to prison for what you did? There's a difference. There's a difference in between a parent making a grave mistake that cost their child their life, and because they made such a grave mistake, and they are so guilt-ridden by a mistake. They say, I can't live because my child is gone. I can see that. However, I don't feel like I don't think what he did was a mistake. I think it was a choice. He made a choice. And a choice he made and had did before cost that little girl life. And I feel like he left this earth not because he felt so bad, but because he didn't want to go to prison. Okay, he was charged with second-degree murder and child abuse. Again, he pled guilty. He was faced up to 30 years in prison. They said one of his oldest daughters sued him for emotional distress last month following his sister's death. And again, but this is footage of the cops talking to him, trying to take him to jail for the first incident.
So I'm being treated like a murderer?
No.
I just lost my...
Not at all. I know that.
Is he drunk?
And I know this isn't easy for you. That's why I'm trying to be straightforward and honest with you, okay?
My whole family, my whole family's gonna be ruined.
Would it be alright? So we can't let you do that right now. We have to stand by with you. Okay? As soon as you can, we will let you know.
You can stay in the room if you want, but I'm gonna talk.
I know this isn't easy for you, but the quicker we get this done and finish up, the sooner you can be with your wife.
So your daughter is at the hospital because you left in the car. You are at the house for a shower.
All right.
I'm trying to rinse off so I can go to the hospital and be with my wife.
We're not going to shower or anything right now. You need to stand by with us.
I don't understand why.
Okay, that's you. We just need to stand by with you.
I'm standing by. Why can't I take a shower while you stand by? What is...
It's not necessary right now. Okay. I'm not going to stand here and watch you.
So I'm being treated like a murderer?
Yes.
No.
Yes, sir. You are a murderer.
No,
I just lost my...
Not at all. I know that. And I know this isn't easy for you. That's why I'm trying to be straightforward and honest with you, okay?
My whole family, my whole family's gonna be ruined.
Would it be alright? So we can't let you do that right now. We have to stand by with you. Okay? As soon as you can, we will let you know.
You can stay in the room if you want, but I'm gonna talk.
I know this isn't easy for you, but the quicker we get this done and finish.
Yeah, I hope he down there with Satan. Just having a good old time. Down there where it's hot. Because again, anyway. That man been see, he should have won. He should have won. What? Anyway, I'm stop. I want to get to the real thing. Okay, y'all take a good 30 seconds, okay? Take 30 good old seconds or whatever and like the video. And we're back. The few other little topics, y'all, that I said, that those Mufasa eyes for sure. Let me scroll down. Hold on. And we have to get. Oh, congrats to Outkast. Wrong thing. To Outkast. Okay, and also to Salt and Pepper and Cinderella, who were both inducted. They were all inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Now, I didn't even know where I can watch it at, y'all. I said I missed it.
I thank the Most High, Yeshua, for having us all here tonight, and for me, my brother, from day one, for sure. Then my mom.
Now, they both gave very long speeches. Okay. They were very, and I don't have the time. Okay. But when Andre 3000 started naming random shit in Atlanta, it was the best thing to watch live. I just can't watch it all right now. I am an Outkast fan. Okay. If Outkast, or is it? I could probably watch it later then. If Outkast put an album out right now, it will go platinum. Okay. They are such legendary artists. Okay. And I just miss them. Okay. You know, Andre is really set aside and is like not in the same musical space he used to be in. He had that little flute album or whatever. But
that were made around us to help us get to this place. I'm so glad that you had a list because I didn't prepare nothing. And I knew I was going to freestyle it. So I'm glad we took care of a lot of the people, but it's a lot of people that we don't see that don't work for the record company. Thank you, Bob. Too much fur up here.
I just love them so much. I do. I love them so much. It was at one point when Andre brought up, not 3,000. Well, yeah, Andre 3000 brought up, because he said, I think was Jack. Someone brought up, you know, how things happen in little rooms, and him saying how much they came from itty bitty rooms, and how great things can come from little rooms. It's just very, very true. So it was just amazing.
But yeah, I'm freestyling, so y'all see. So I just want to, I'm going to do an exercise. I'm just going to start naming out stuff in Atlanta that I want to shout out. So I want to shout out Ben Hill Elementary. Shout out Ben Hill Tigers, Blue Team.
Tri-City High School.
Yeah. Cleveland East Elementary, Cleveland Apartments, McDonald's,
He was just naming random shit. But I love it, you know, and
to make sure.
That's not it. If I can catch the part of him again, just seeing Big Boy and Andre 3000 on stage together, because like nothing happened between them to where they broke up. Andre just like didn't want to rap anymore. I'm saying his whole dynamic changed and how he, you know, just was in the world or whatever, and that's fine. We don't see them. Look, I still love Outer Wild movie. It's such a great movie, whatever. Speak Box Level Below, I still play it to this day. Yes, Andre is absolutely still fine. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I just want them to like. I love how they brought all the folks up. How they kept bringing the people who would help them over the years. It was just great. Okay. Now they had a child. Look, Andre. Look, first of all, I love the gray in his beard. I love his hat, his shades. I think I love that he's very relaxed. You know what I'm saying? I've lived a life. I need someone who is calm. Okay. I don't want no loud people or whatever. I just relax. This vibe. Let's chill out. Okay. Chill. And Andre gives that to me. A couple of folk performed. They had Doja Cat, Doja. Okay. Tyler the Creator did Bomb the Baghdad. Now I might have to watch it again. And I think they also had Janelle Monáe. Oh, is that B.O.B.? No. Janelle Monáe performed as well and whatnot. Janelle, I saw her doing Hey Ya, and I was like, I don't know. I gotta watch them full. I saw a clip somewhere. I'm watching them full and see if they did a good job honoring them, because I didn't see it myself. I saw a couple clips, and that was it. I like to see the full thing to see what it is. But congrats to the Outkast. I don't think younger people even realize how much of an impact Outkast had on other rappers in the South. And the fact that they were a group, but even in their group, this was still two completely different people, and it worked for a long, long time. And I think Andre got to a point of like, you know what more can I do? Like, let me go out on high. And I said, well, okay, I guess that's fine. I said, but I would love one more album, one more little rap. Okay, because you look at some of both Big Boy and Andre, them together, separately, and all that. It was amazing. Okay, and then also with Salt and Pepper. Okay, Salt, Pepper, Spinnerella. Now we be upset with them. Girl, is that Pepper? Child.
It's been taken down from all streaming platforms because the industry still doesn't want to play fair.
Now, we have been pissed at Salt and Pepper for a while because they kept playing Spinnerella. I guess they okay with her now.
Salt and Pepper have never been afraid of a fight. This is the Influence Award. We have to keep using our influence until the industry honors creativity the way...
Oh, they complaining. Again, I didn't watch it, but congrats to them. Pepper face look different.
Yes.
Even though Salt is a bit more plump in the face, Salt face look the same. Pepper look different.
If y'all will have us, yes. Thank y'all.
Spinnerella's gonna get back on stage sometime soon.
Yes.
Oh, hey, Missy. Did Missy present them with the award? Oh, yeah. I don't care. I don't want to be mean and rude. Okay. What I do want to say is it's unfortunate how much Salt and Pepper try to exclude Spin from the success and the accolades that the group had. Simply because she was out there with them from day one. You will never hear Beyonce or Kelly not acknowledge Michelle. You know what I'm saying? You will never hear most groups who have group members who came in later on and weren't around from the beginning. You never see them try to exclude, stuff. And the fact that Spin may not have been with them since day one, Spin absolutely has been with them since they was popping. Because I don't remember the first Spinnerella. I remember that Spinnerella. And so I feel like trying to ignore Spin is stupid. And to me, it kind of ruins a piece of their legacy. Because we in a society where social media doesn't let anyone forget anything, y'all did it, and then we all saw it. And I'm like, well, bitch, I've been around since the Pusher days, and I only remember Spin. Like, even though, and we know whoever the first Spin was someone different, and they then put, our Spin in there and gave the same name. So what? So I'm happy they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Cool. However, I remember y'all be on some bullshit. And I like when they just ask the question, will Spin, be on stage with y'all or whatever. I like how Spin didn't say nothing. She said, oh, weird question. She looked like,
If y'all will have us, yes. Thank y'all.
Spinnerella's gonna get back on stage sometime soon.
Yes.
Because we don't forget they were doing things without Spin. And that's the part that people don't. The thing we don't forget is when somebody play game with our faves. Even the lawsuit stuff, the money split stuff, them feeling as if she did not deserve a fair split with them was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I think groups have to remember the fans remember the group as it is. No addition. We know that before Johnny was around it was Bobby. And they brought in Johnny because Bobby left the group. However, now it is Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Ralph, Ronnie, Bobby, and Johnny. It's all of them. I'm saying you have to acknowledge the full group of it all. Salt and Pepper ever trying to ignore or trying to exclude Spin was stupid. Okay, and I didn't like it. But again, congrats to them. Okay, because I'm like, bit what? Kim Kardashian failed the bar exam. But she's gonna keep going. Look, I'm not a Kim fan. She said 6 years into my law journey, I'm still all in until I pass the bar. So again, I couldn't pass the bar either. So I'm not hating. If she wants to keep going, we'll keep going. Okay. Do something with it that's cool and whatnot. Keep striving. And I guess Kim not wanting to rest on her money and fame and her wanting to get a law degree to help people is a good thing. But she ain't win. Not she didn't win. She didn't pass yet, but I hope she will soon. Blueface is out of prison, and all of a sudden, he's all over social media, child. And he was confronting his mama, blaming her for his kids not being close.
Look this way. You know you have a little brother? Okay. So when should he find out this?
I mean, I know on the day that, not the day that he comes.
Which day?
I don't know, John.
That's what I'm saying. You got your personal things over this. How can you do that? How can you think about yourself over?
I'm not thinking about myself. I have the messages to prove it to you, right? You good?
Any parent blaming their parent because their kids don't know each other is the problem. Meaning, your mama has no control over your kids. The woman you fucked and got pregnant does. You can't be upset at your mom for not making sure that your kids are cool or around each other. That's on you. You went to prison. You knocked up two girls who don't get along at almost the same time. So like the child, I was like, I don't know who he's paying to consistently be on the block. I'm like, bitch, he just got out last week, and every day, everything they do is on the fuck. It's so aggravating. I saw videos of him with Hazel E. Child, and I'm like, that's nasty. Cause girl, Blueface ain't even that cute. Like I don't get the attraction to the toxicness. I'm like, he's clearly not a troll, but he's clearly a delusional community dick who knocked up two women who are still fighting over him. And even if they're not fighting physically, even the back and forth on social media is stupid. So again, I'm like, him trying to blame his mama because his kids don't know. That's your fault. That's you knocked up Krishan and that other girl. So yeah, I want him off my thing. Immediately get him away from me. Okay. Diddy around here getting drunk. Okay. They say Diddy was reportedly caught in jail. Now Diddy ain't been in jail but what, 2 weeks maybe? Well, he's only been in this jail. Okay, he's over there at Fort Dix, okay? And reportedly, okay, per TMZ, TMZ always got some fucking information. They say he was caught with homemade alcohol at the Fort Dix prison. It say he had been drinking fermented mixture of Fanta, sugar, and apples. It's a concoction. Now, I said, well, how they being drunk in prison? I don't be knowing. So again, it says Fanta, sugar, and apples. It's a concoction they make. They let it sit for about 2 weeks. I said, did Diddy put a pre-order in for some liquor? Because I'm like, he just got to prison. You should not even be that friend with anyone to take the hooch. Okay. Now, even though it came out that he was allegedly caught with it, okay, they discovered alcohol while planning to move him. So now that's being on hold. So you can't be moved if you get drinking. Okay. Now, Diddy man said it wasn't me. I didn't do it. On his Twitter page, the Love Twitter page, it said the rumors of claiming Mr. Combs was caught with alcohol are completely false. His only focus is becoming the best version of himself and go home. I don't believe it. I do feel like in prison he had some hooch. Okay, even if he didn't know it was hooch, maybe he thought it was juice. Maybe someone said, "Man, we got the good juice here." Okay, maybe he did not knowingly get the prison liquor. I don't know, but I don't think anyone coming on the Twitter said it's not true. It's factual. So Diddy, sir, focus on your rehab. Okay, stop being so friendly in the prison. Okay, go to your cell, read a book, write a book, go to your classes. Okay, leave them people alone. Okay, don't you trust no one in prison? Because I didn't. I don't. It's possible. Jhené Aiko and Big Sean. I kept seeing this stuff over and over again, and I'm like, this is my thing. They had a baby. They have been dating for years. Okay, it was rumors going around, but they broken up. They either he left her, whatever. So I kept ignoring because they break up, girl. They don't be saying shit. But when someone posted on Twitter, okay, Big Sean and Bianca have broken up after 10 years, and the women have been angry at Sean for wasting her time without marrying her. It was a long thing they put up here, okay, saying, "Oh, she cheated on her husband with Big Sean." She got all this stuff. Okay, oh, poor guy. He left her because she was embarrassing him. So Big Sean said on some real shit, I don't like this energy. I don't mind whoever saying wild shit about me because I have sense of humor and don't give a fuck. It's frustrating having people say negative things toward her. God bless. I'm like, to me, this isn't really him expressing nothing. He didn't say, this should all this said to me, what this says is we not together. But I don't want y'all saying shit about her. I don't want y'all saying, "Oh, she did this." No, like dog me out. Don't talk about her. Look, people who we know are together and together. They say, "Hey, you know what? Yes, we broke up, but she great. I'm great. We're great co-parents and whatnot. Leave us to be with these fault their kids." But I'm like, I hate when folks respond to stuff and does not directly respond to the point of it that, hey, they were together and they broken up. Yes, we're not together. I love her still. She loves me still. We're great co-parents. This just saying, hey, don't say that she was mean to me. Don't say, I'm like, no, we're y'all together or not. Her house also burned down during the fire thing that happened and whatnot. So she probably has more things going on than worried about her and Sean. But I'm like, I guess that just child, my neighbor is upstairs doing God knows what. Okay. Fucking flipping. I don't know what. It's the but again, at least he's saying, leave her alone. Okay. Come at me. Don't come at her. Don't knock her out. And she may be more sensitive to him or whatever, but again, I don't know. I hope they make it through. Lil Uzi Vert. Now, Lil Uzi Vert, that's a JT boyfriend. Is he? I think he may go by them and they. I think he's a them or they. He is being sued, him and Rock Nation. So a former assistant is suing for sexual harassment, labor violations, or whatever, basically saying, hey, while working for him, I work too much and they get paid for it, and he was trying to fuck me. That's basically what it was. Now, who's this person name? They're suing him and the label, okay, or the Jane Doe, we don't know the name, being former female assistant against sexual harassment, labor violations, or whatever. Oh wait, it also includes the girlfriend. It also includes JT. She filed on October 20th, 2025. Okay. And again, what did he do? Okay. Rock Nation and Vert was named in the thing. Again, harassment, blah, blah, bloop. Okay. Was forced to be available 24/7 while traveling throughout the US, Europe, Asia, and Australia, and claimed that she worked 12 to 13 hours. 30, first of all, that's 2 days. Why 12 to 39-hour shifts without overtime pay? She resigned after experiencing a drug-fueled retaliation in a hostile work environment. She also was subjected to persistent sexual harassment through text messages and verbal comments. Some of the texts: I sent you something on Vanish. Come rub me down before you leave. I'm by myself right now. Send me something. Let me see that booty. Now, some people feel like Lil Uzi Vert, you know what I'm saying? Hey, some folks feel like Lil Uzi Vert don't like JT. Okay. So some folk may feel like, well, damn, was he harassing the women's or the men's? But I sent you something on Vanish. It's like, what do you send? Come rub me down before you leave. Leave where? And is she a masseuse? I'm by myself right now. Send me something with some food. Now let me see that booty is harassment. Because, sir, why? And for what? Okay. Let's see. On June 2nd, 2022, defendant's manager contacted plaintiff due to get her information and set a salary of $50K. Look, I'm not real on this shit. I'm not working for anyone for free. It's just not gonna happen. If you want me to work, I need my money. Okay. And we have to stop allowing artists to feel like they don't have to pay their workers. Once you work a full day with no OT and you keep working, they're going to keep doing the same shit. The first time I work and I don't get paid, I'm going to start quitting at that point. I'm going to go to case from that point on. Period. Now, again, after it came out that a lawsuit was filed, quickly, she dropped it. Okay, it says 17 days after filing lawsuits. Okay, she dropped it. I said, then what happened? Now, a lot of folks feel like, oh, they got paid. Look, if you know you didn't pay somebody for the work they were supposed to get paid for, pay them and make it go away. Because if you don't, when they pull all this shit up in court, all your skeletons gonna fall out on the ground. If you do not want your skeletons out on the ground, pay them people. Because if I file a lawsuit and in 17 days it's dismissed, I got my money. Now, hopefully he ain't harassing anybody else. Hopefully he's not forcing anyone else to work for free. We don't know. Okay, no one else has filed a lawsuit. But if anybody file a lawsuit and dismiss it 17 days later, that usually means the people that reached out and say, hey, how much you want? $100K, $200K, here, take it and go somewhere else because job. And that probably means it was some extra text that can come out that may be whatever. But again, I need artists to stop doing that. Period. But again, if they play with you, sue them. Sue. Lawsuit today, lawsuit tomorrow, lawsuit. Oh, Tyler Perry, nice. He donated $1.4 million to help people who ain't got no monies for the SNAP benefits. Okay, look, if Tyler gave $100K to the church here in Detroit, giving $1.4 million is great. Okay, again, I always tell y'all, Tyler Perry is a lot of things, but he do put y'all. I told y'all, somebody call Tyler and tell him, hey, give JayLeesCorner 40K. Okay, I don't want 1.4 million. Mm. Send me over 40K, and I would say thank you. Okay, so tell Tyler Perry, y'all, I need my money. Okay, but again, he donated 1.4 million to it's this Atlanta Food Bank, Babies and Baby, Meals on Wheels in Atlanta, All for Lunch and more. So he donated to multiple charities in Atlanta. And again, Tyler is a flawed individual in his real life. I still think some things going on there, but Tyler does try to put his helping hands out in the world. Okay, we can't take that from him because we just can't. So congrats to him for spreading out the wealth. But tell that man to give me some money too. It's not bullshit. Cardi B. Okay, now the Grammy Awards was announced. A few folk has been nominated, but Cardi B has not set a record. Okay, she's now the most nominated female rapper ever. Well, 6 nominated. Now look, if y'all don't think that that Nicki Minaj is gonna come out screaming in a day or two, okay, because Cardi to be the first and only the most nominated female rapper ever is crazy, okay, because she was it's for I think it's for rap album, no, best rap performance. Her for Outside is nominated, and I'm like, girl, she said, girl, all I had $16 and a dream, bitch. And look at me, okay. I think Doty's also nominated. I think Kendrick Lamar's nominated and stuff. I think is it Doja Cat? There's a few of our faves who are nominated. So I can't wait to see now again. Cardi, girl, keep doing your thing. Okay, we like it. But I'm like, that is great. You know what I'm saying? Look, we don't have enough representation in the arts of the Grammys. Okay, sometimes they acknowledge 1 or 2 people, but again, 6 noms is great. She at this point she's a legend. Because 1, she did more than Nicki Minaj. Okay, but 2, she round there racking up the Grammys. So that was great. Raven-Symoné. So Raven-Symoné was out there talking right with Jamie Kennedy. Now, when people we like do crimes and we then say, oh, we're not watching their stuff or listening, should we not do that?
So many things that I'm going to just say it. There's so many things that Bill Cosby pioneered and literally broke the wall. I mean, this is what's crazy. Like, yeah, he was a monster on this side, but he was a monster creatively.
Both
can be true.
Both can be true. Separate the creator from the creation.
100%.
And that's just where I live.
Yeah.
Because the creation changed America, changed television.
1000%. There's so many things that Bill. I'm gonna just
now. This is the thing. I don't think they even still play the Cosby Show on television. I feel like you can only catch it like in clips in certain places or whatever. But the reason I agree with what she said a little bit, I feel like the acting that Bill Cosby did on the Cosby Show, that was such an ensemble cast that he created. You know, he also, created, a different world. And Debbie Allen. A part of me feel like I don't want to not be able to watch the Cosby Show because of what that man did. I be feeling like when people do these kind of things, it's not that I don't want to watch their content anymore. I don't want to do anything that's going to give them more money. I don't want to watch their show if it gives them more or whatever. I think you can acknowledge that the actor or the actor, the singer, whatever, did something crazy and whatever. And that's one thing to be addressed. But it's unfortunate that the Cosbys have been taken off the air, even in reruns, because of what Bill did. Because it also affects the other people who was on the show. So it almost makes him offend more people's lives. So for artists who do shit, I don't stream their stuff anymore. I won't buy nothing new from them anymore because to me that's making them money. If it is an actor, and if it's a current show or something current, I'm not gonna watch. If who's somebody current? If I show them what's today, Sunday. If any current actor in a current movie did some foul shit, I'm not going to see the new movie. I'm not. Because I don't want to. I don't want to help perpetuate your bullshit. However, if you directed something and they remove you from the whole thing, and you are no longer a part of it, I'll watch it because you've been removed. And I think Bill Cosby's attachment to the Cosby Show is so far removed that I be mad I can't watch it because it's not on TV anymore. You know, or be on TV. See, I don't watch TV One. I may have to watch TV One, but I can't. I think with actors in them, I can separate. But like with R. Kelly, I'm like, child, the songs, I can't. It ain't the same. And I think if I stream the song on Tidal, he gonna get a little percentage. You know what I'm saying? So I can separate the two, but it does not mean I'm going to support the person if their art is making them money. That is what I can't do. You know what I'm saying? I can only separate them if they are no longer profiting from the art, if they're no longer benefiting from the art. But if something he made, 30 years ago that I liked at the time, I would still watch it, but I would not support anything he does currently. And I'll still say he's a fucked up individual. So I get how in certain situations you can separate, the artist from the art and whatnot. But Raven said, bitch, he my chick. He my chick. Y'all, go. Shoot that man still? Now, I don't know who Huncho is. Is he a rapper? Huncho had a show. Brought Kishiko. Is Kishiko pregnant? Now, him being a rapper and bringing Keisha Cole out as if he's I'm like, that's Keisha Cole, bitch. And in all words. But her outfit made me, because Concho was on a interview like last month, maybe like 2 months ago. And he was saying then his current girl was pregnant. I'm like, bitch, I ain't with Keisha Cole. So I'm wondering, was he jokingly saying that, or did he knock somebody else up? But I'm like, Keisha Cole coming out in this big ass child, whatever his outfit is. I'm like, is she pregnant? She trying to hide the pregnancy yet? Cause she uses wearing like some real fit ass stuff, whatever. So I don't know. I hope she not pregnant by that bad. Again, she seems happy. That's great. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing that she seems happy. However, I still want her to give it some time, child, because that man looked like he is trouble. Okay, he looked like he talked you through it. Okay, he looked like he may possibly talk real low in your ear and make your ear tremble or whatever. I don't know, but Keisha Cole, girl, stop it. Don't do it. But they look happy together. But I just wonder what's going on. Because again, I think he was on lip service. And he said, yeah, my current girl pregnant. And I'm like, I think he was Keisha Cole. And then we just hear nothing else about it. And now I'm like, girl, why? I'm like, why? Girl, what is she want? Girl, I'm gonna think. What's her page name? Keisha Cole. Let's see. Child, I went back to my IG page and child more Krishan stuff. I just wonder if Keisha Cole been posting stuff recently or not. Because again, that man told us that his girlfriend is pregnant. Okay. And the only girlfriend we know he was with is Keisha Cole. And child, the last post on Keisha's page is from June. Y'all, is Keisha Cole pregnant? Anyway, we're happy for her because she's found love. K Michelle. So a couple things with K Michelle. One, there's this AI artist. A Black woman created a AI singer who is like getting all this attention. I think also JD was saying something about it. Do I still have it? All right, here. So JD had spoke about it a few days ago, saying, let me get it straight. Years ago, the industry found out that Milli Vanilli weren't really the voice of the Grammy-winning record, and they were stripped of the Grammy. But now we're getting ready to accept people who can't even sing, creating a song for a fake person. This girl right here, who damn is it Ziana Monet, who made an AI. I think that's stupid. I think that's dumb. I feel like anybody attempting to, if you can't sing, then you're not an artist.
That voice has been heard by millions.
Just loyalty.
But the singer Zanaya Monet is a product of artificial intelligence.
I would never want to support an AI singer. The reason I like music, I like hearing voices, real voices. It's weird.
And her creator is 31-year-old Talisha Jones.
I was really looking forward to meeting you because a lot of people are saying, who is this girl? Who is she? Because for so many people, they think she's not real.
She isn't real.
She doesn't exist.
She doesn't exist.
Why did you want to come and reveal yourself in this way?
I wanted to reveal myself because I wanted people to know there was a real person behind Zanaya.
But there isn't.
That there's real emotion and soul put into those lyrics.
Well, then give the songs to human. Okay? You should, no one, the same way we don't want movie people to use AI to make fake actors be like real life. It's the same thing. I don't want anyone giving me fake music by AI. It's weird.
Jones, who also goes by the name Nikki, isn't a singer.
This is Zanaya.
Zanaya Monet began as an avatar she created while teaching herself AI just 4 months ago.
Are you writing the lyrics or is that AI too?
No, lyrics are 100% me.
So
real
you
life
write all those
experiences.
lyrics?
Yes, ma'am.
You write all the lyrics?
Yes.
They thought Zanaya
is an extension of me, so I look at her as a real person.
But you can't sing. So she's not a real, in that sense, she's not a real person.
She isn't.
What do you say to people that say she may be an extension of you, but other singers who are actually have worked hard, who have practiced their craft, who are really struggling to get heard, who are really doing the actual singing, that you seem to have circumvented, taken a shortcut through all of that?
I wouldn't call it a shortcut because I still put in the work. And anytime something new comes about and it challenges the norm and challenges what we're used to, you're going to get strong reactions behind it.
Girl, boo. And bullshit. Okay, I feel like, yeah, be a songwriter, bitch. Okay, be a song. Yeah. Once we allow people to perform and it's not their voice, then what are we doing? If you can write songs, why can't you write songs and give it to actual artists? Anyone trying to placate the whole, it's just no, bitch, no, it's you. Okay, so K Michelle, hold on. was a bit upset, okay? Because she felt like, bitch, the girl sound like me.
I'm a writer. I can send it. You know what? I don't need nobody to write me no songs right now. I got so much built up tension. AI people using my tones of my voice and all of that. Now I got to go find a lawyer. All type of stuff going on. Last thing I really need is somebody to write me a song. Because once I sit down, this is almost through. Once I sat down, oh my God, the amount of songs I'm going to write. Not just write for me. Write for your favorites and sell. The amount of records. I'm going to make 20 records a week.
Now, when I kept listening to the girl voice, this look fake. It sound fake. Okay, it's weird, you know, but the voice does sound similar to K Michelle's. But K Michelle's voice has a grittiness to it because she's a real human. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care who wrote the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's AI or the girl, that's cool. What I don't like is the girl is saying, oh, I wrote these songs and I'm having an AI artist sing it, which is stupid. And then how agencies are like trying to market the AI person as if I'm like, it's so many real talented singers who can do their job. If the girl was that talented of a writer, she could sell the songs to any artist. Hell, to K Michelle. You know, so to me, I feel like this is a step in the wrong direction. This is the equivalent of robots taking over jobs from humans. It's weird. And while I'm not knocking old girl who created it, that's great, that's cool. But if you are a writer, a song writer, sell your songs to artists. Trying to have an AI generated singer is weird. It's dumb. This is not about the new thing in music and folks are just against it. It's like, no, you trying to have a fake AI entity be a R&B artist is stupid. It's weird. And anyone who either buys the music, because I'm not supporting that shit at all. I would not go listen to it. I don't care. I always need to see. I like realness. Okay, human people. There's one thing if we have like social media to connect with each other. We're still your real people. You know what I'm saying? Once you take away the real people of it all, what the fuck is we doing? Once you start making people believe they can make an AI artist and they can get rich of it, I'm not fucking streaming no damn no. I need to see real people. That girl ain't a creative. Even if she was trying to make AI stuff, cool. You're fucked up. Okay? Go away. Go away from me with this shit, Apollo. Anyway. Now, I think the last is am I done? Because we almost 2 hours in. Wait, we did Raven. We did look them. Boo, boo, boo. Okay, yeah. Let's do Tamar and them. Okay? Because I need a nap. It's almost 8. So I have not watched the latest episode of The Breakfast. I don't know what happened on the episode. However, K Michelle had posted, right? Let me go K Michelle page. K Michelle. Girl. K Michelle had posted on her page, okay? 4 days ago. You know, it's been a long time. We are new to this, blah, blah, blah. She's posting how she's bringing Nashville to Atlanta, okay? It's this, invite only, okay? For an event, a singing event, okay? It happened yesterday, but again, it's a whole thing. You know, I wanted to cordially invite you all to my private listening party for my album. Trina commented, okay, Tamar sister, Trina did, okay. Trina said, you know I love country music. I love country music. I do. Now you know Tamar and K Michelle been beefing for life. Okay, forever. Forever, ever, and ever, 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 ever. So Kay responded, okay, said, come see me, Trina. DM me, I'll set it up. The album is great. So, you know, it was that simple. A little bit of look, my album coming out, okay, and whatever is cool. Yo, also K Michelle, how she look here regularly is cute. Okay. But sometimes when I can see that she be child AI in it, and I'm like, girl, you look, let's little face soon. Okay, little face soon. Okay. Anyway, but because Trina said, I love country music. I love it. And Kay was, girl, come on down, nigga. Come on down and see me. Okay, come on down and see me. Made folk feel like, oh, Trina's wrong. Trina is Sister Tamar. You know, Tamar, K Michelle has been beefing for life. Okay, because K Michelle, well, no, I forgot what Tamar did that had K Michelle call her a Muppet. You know, so they've been beefed out for years. Okay, and K Michelle dragged Tamar and every response she could do that. But Trina said, hey, I like country music. Okay. And Kay then said, oh, girl, come on down. Come on down and hear the music. Folks felt like, oh, Trina ain't shit. She's a bad sister. How dare she? You know, that's her sister's op and blah, 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 bloop. Okay. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? I feel like if her sisters had to not like all the people Tamar beef with, it's impossible. Because she beef with folks all the time. Okay? With actors, rappers, singers, whoever. Tamar's always at odds with some people. Now, in my life, I don't have a family member with my siblings. We don't be around here causing beef with folks. I'm not having to worry about who somebody beef out with. But in hindsight, my people ops is my ops too. But I have an actual relationship with my siblings. I feel like Tamar girl kicked her, put her here. I don't know. But I don't think it's fair to want her sisters to not like artists that she is beefing with. I mean, bitch, if you like K Michelle at the singer, what we gonna do? You know, now to me, K Michelle saying, girl, come on down. I'll support it. I'll support it. Was messier than Trina to saying, I like country music. You know what I'm saying? Tamar, okay, right here. Anyways, go download and watch my number one where a Heartbreak Rate on my YouTube channel and all platforms. Now the album Tamar did put out the album, child. And I kept asking Tamar, where's the music, girl? You put that work ass video. Where is the music? Okay, so she did come out with the thing. Where me search her page. Tamar Braxton. Boop, 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 boop. Child, where is the child? Is it this one? Well, I don't see it on her page. She don't have no clear promotion. Oh, right here. What? Oh, right here. Well, so she did put it out 2 days ago on the 7th. Okay. Now, is she an alien? I don't know. My point is, at least she put the music out. Okay, it's like 5 or 6 songs, and that's it. Okay, but I feel like Trina may not have been trying to be messy. Trina may have thought, because Trina commented on K Michelle's page. She didn't go to a post on social media. She went to K Michelle's page and said, "Hey, I love You know what I'm saying? Which to me means she's probably friendly with K Michelle. Okay. Um, I don't think it's like wrong because to me, Kay and Tamar don't have no real beef. You know what I'm saying? It was some insults, via I think social media and on the real show Tamar used to be on. But I feel like I don't know because the bond that Tamar had for her sisters are just different. Like I don't see them as like I don't regular family structures is your family beef is your beef. When there is a real something going on. But Tamar being upset because K Michelle called her a Muppet, because that's really what it is. And I can't remember why Kay called Tamar a Muppet. I can't remember where the beef even started at, but I don't see anyone. If someone called my sister a Muppet, I'm gonna beat him up because I'm just like that. But again, I don't see their family like that at all. How they are bigger and argue whatever. So I'm like, I don't think Trina was trying to be funny. I think she liked country music, and Kay has an album out. It was K Michelle who said, "Hey, come on down. I'll set it up. Meaning, come to my invite only album listening, and that's cool." Now we didn't see Trina say, "Girl, okay, I'm gonna be there." We didn't see that happen, you know. But I don't even know if Tamar is cool with Trina in current time because they don't talk to each other. So again, if you at odds with your sister, what I'm supposed to do? I don't know what to do. I can't even figure it out. But I do know this. Again, Trina commenting on K Michelle's actual post versus Tamar going on social media blogs to, comment is different. Oh, that's what started it. That's what started it. Nah, I remember because K Michelle used to be with Myth Hits, accused him of abuse. Toya then got with him, married him, and all of Toya's friends were calling K Michelle a liar in some way or form in support of Toya. The crazy part is, and now in current time, Tamar not even cool with none of them. Tamar was out here going to bat for Toya, and now her and Rhea ain't cool no more because she got pissed at Toya because Toya still went on the real after they fired her. That's what it was. So that means K Michelle and Tamar beef not even real because Tamar was trying to take up for Toya, and her, you know what? So technically, if you get beat out with K Michelle over your friend Toya, who you not even friends with no more, for one, we now know what K Michelle said about Memphis was true because we also seen him be aggressive with Toya on Marriage Boot Camp. You can't still be pissed at K Michelle because your issue with K Michelle had nothing to do with you. So there really is no real beef between Kay and Tamar. So technically, Trina ain't wrong for being friendly with Kay Michelle because the beef it wasn't even about Tamar. But because that shit happened so long, that was a long time ago, child. And again, think about it now, the fact that Toya and Tamar are not friends anymore. Tamar used to be friends with Toya, with Tiny, child, all the girls they had on the real after Tamar left was Tamar's friends or whatever. She ain't cool with none of them. Not Monica, because Tamar lived in Atlanta. Okay. Tamar lives in Atlanta. And if you think about it, you don't see her with not near female who live in Atlanta. Not Candy, Tiny, Tamika. And Tamika Scott of Escape is best friends with Trina. All of them girls run together. All of them run together in some way or shape. They're all friendly, cordial friend groups except Tamar. That's crazy that Tamar is still at odds with. And this is the thing too. For Tamar to even come and comment here, this ain't has shit to do with Tamar. But Tamar knew to come on here and say something, you know, because why not? I told you Tamar like this. Now again, maybe she promote her album. Cool, promote. But okay, but I don't think Trina wrong. Now that I think about it, because there was no real beef between Tamar and K Michelle at all. Technically, K was the victim. Oh, but that's y'all friend. And she gets on my nerves. Anyway, y'all, that's all I have. Okay, I am tired. It's 8 o'clock, and I did not want to be more than 2 hours. So again, we had a good conversation today. Got into the gossip of it all. Okay, look, Tamar, girl, do your music, promote your music and leave it be. Okay, stop beefing where beef is not needed. Okay, if you think someone's being shady towards you, ignore them. Okay, I also would not go on any blog saying shit that nothing to do with me. Okay, I just wouldn't, because it makes it seem like you wanted the attention on you when that was about Kay and her album. Okay, but maybe she felt like, oh, no one's discussing my album, so let me comment under a post about K Michelle's album to get some attention on me. Girl, I guess so. Anyway, y'all, like and subscribe. Okay. I hope to be live tomorrow at 9 p.m. Work should not be that crazy or whatever. The winter is basically here, so I'm in the house with it. Look, when the cold weather hit, I'm not going nowhere. I'm coming home and whatever. But yeah, y'all like, subscribe. You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, TikTok. I gotta go, y'all. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I need a nap. Okay. But I love all y'all. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow me. IG, Twitter, TikTok at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, TikTok. I gotta go. Bye.